Good morning friends and welcome to Trans India. Real people, real emotions. Eicher trucks and buses marked its entry into the 2 to 3.5 ton diesel powered small truck segment with the launch of the diesel variant of the ProX, which was until now available in the electric variant. The SCV was unveiled at a function in Mumbai, and present at the event were Mr. S Gill, Mr. Abhishek Chaudhary, Mr. Bhagwan Bindiganavile and other leading VECV officials. Incidentally, the ProX is manufactured in an assembly line that is driven entirely by women, and we also had a couple of them attending the launch. While the ProX diesel is designed to deliver high uptime, low operating costs and enhance profitability, VECV officials made it very clear that they were yet again living up to the tag of Mileage Ka Badshah with this range of product. With operating costs going up consistently and diesel making up for up to 50% of the operating cost, the importance of fuel consumption is paramount for any truck owner, be it a single truck owner or a large fleet owner. Every drop makes a difference. Just before VECV officials unveiled the ProX SCV range of trucks, we spoke to Mr. S Gill and Mr. Abhishek Chaudhary to know more about the features and deliverables of the range. And this is what they had to say.
As you already know, that this entirely new series of ProX that has been created along with the customers. We call it co-created. And the element out there right now today, after the launch of EV more than 6 months ago, we are now today introducing the diesel variant. And it comes with the all-new E449 X2 engine, which is the strength of Eicher, which is the most fuel efficient in its category today. And it also comes loaded with lots of other features. So this entire truck today is with a couple of things in the mind, which this particular segment of customers, they were getting underserved on. Be it the largest cargo space, as you can see, it has about 10 feet and 8 inches long, which is at least 1 feet more than the typical competition that we have in this particular segment. It can carry more load. So if it can carry more crates, carry more cartons, definitely it can improve the earning. And diesel continues to be the biggest contributor towards the cost of operations even today, between 45 to 55% of the cost. Hence, Eicher is known to be Mileage Ka Badshah, and that's where we came up with a all-new 4-cylinder, 2-liter engine, which is one of the most fuel efficient in its category out here.
So Girish, the most salient feature which the customer sees in the vehicle is the comfort part. What comfort do I get in my operations? As said by Gil, 45% or 55% is the cost of the fuel which is there. And most of the time the customer is using this vehicle on road. So it's very important and pertinent that we give him the comfort. So he sees a comfortable cabin where he can ride this vehicle for entire his duty cycle. He sees a vehicle which can turn in any kind of conditions which is there in the country. Large cities are even more congested, even more difficult to drive than the smaller cities. So this vehicle gives him that comfort and that peace of mind. And another thing which is very, very important. In commercial vehicle industry, the customer uptime is the most crucial thing. So what we have done over here is, it is 30,000 kilometer service interval. So almost a year, which is required for the vehicle to come back to the workshop. That's peace of mind which is there in for the customer.
In terms of driver comfort, what do we see in this vehicle?
In terms of driver comfort, it's a walk-through cabin. The driver can enter and exit from any of the doors. Though the driver door is the most advisable, but just in case he's stuck up in some of the congested roads, so you can exit from the co-driver seat as well. There is no inhibition. When the vehicle is loading or unloading, the driver can even take rest. He can lie down comfortably with no difficulty, absolutely, and even taking care of the vehicle, what is happening inside the vehicle. Generally drivers are outside, so it can happen anything with the vehicle. Now the driver is inside the vehicle, he's taking care of the vehicle, and even the material which is getting or getting out of the vehicle.
Absolutely, and it's been more than a year since we have given these vehicles to some of our customers who have actually been running it as part of our development exercise, and they have seen substantial difference over the typical vehicles that they have been using. And see, imagine, it has 80 horsepower. I mentioned 4-cylinder, 2-liter, 80 horsepower, and 230 Newton meter torque, which is quite a flatter torque curve, which means that you don't need to change the gears repeatedly. On top of it, our well-ingrained Volvo Group technology, which we had adopted more than 10 years ago, wherein we actually do fuel coaching systems which are embedded into our engine technology. So that is also part of this package in the ProX series, which is that the fuel coaching feature helps the driver maintain what the person would have learned, that how to drive more fuel efficiently. So it continuously tells you. On top of it, it also has that typical stuff which we introduced about 9 years ago, M booster, which is the mileage booster. Just like many of the up-end cars, you see those economy mode and sports mode and the more fuel efficient mode. The same way we have switches out here. You can actually change the engine power. So if the vehicle is not loaded, it is coming back empty, you can actually use that switch and save fuel further. So it has digital features which help the driver do so. It has a much more fuel efficient engine, and the Eicher is known for a much more fuel efficient driveline and the right kind of torque to actually drive in these particular specific applications, especially FMCG, e-commerce, reefer, cold chain, parcel and courier, and fruits and vegetables. These are specific, some of the specific segments where we have actually seen substantial increase in the fuel efficiency. Yes, it's not only being driven by women. In fact, we are very proud to talk about that it is being assembled in India's first CV assembly plant, which is being run by women. And today we also have our production head, that lady who's here during the time of this introduction of the new diesel range. So it's an all-women line in Bhopal, and right from the way it's manufactured, because that has also lent us many other new insights. For example, while creating that all-new plant for women to run that plant, we did lots of modifications, and it has really tremendously improved the productivity of the way we design our assembly plants. So that's another new insight that we have seen. And you must see that plant, and it's an Industry 4.0 standards plant. And I think you had the opportunity during the EV introduction. And now you should see in the same line we make EV and now diesel. And on the same line in the future we will make CNG vehicles as well. It's a very friendly one because it's comfortable, it's safe. If you walk inside, as compared to most of the vehicles in this category, you don't have a bonnet ahead. You see the visibility is very easy in the city areas, city driving conditions. So visibility becomes easier for the driver. It's also far more safer. You see, it's an all metallic cabin, metal all around. The entire cabin is all metallic. So it's also dual panel. It is much more safer, and you also see the seat belt inside. The seat belt is a red seat belt, lal seat belt as we say. It's better to be caught in the seat belt rather than to be caught for traffic violation. So it actually reminds, because safety comes first. So it's most of the people who own this kind of a truck in this category are the owner drivers also. So it's very, very important to take care of their inputs, and these are the inputs that they had given. They had wanted. It comes with many other features as well, as you can see.
And why center? Because as said earlier, fuel is the most expensive thing. It's about 45% to 55% of the overall operations. So you need to keep it as secure as it is possible. So we have done it to secure the position of the tank so that any kind of unwanted, untoward things towards the fuel should be avoided with. So that's the and safety part that he said, is a metallic cabin. There are a lot of apprehension in the mind of the customer that if I walk in on a very congested road, what will happen to the vehicle? Will the vehicle get hit? Will I get impacted? So this cabin, this metallic cabin gives them that comfort and peace of mind. Not inside the difficult driving conditions as well as in the any kind of intercity and intracity long route operations also.
Just to add on, the fuel tank was actually introduced in a central position a couple of decades ago, if I'm not wrong, by the Volvo buses. So that in case of an untoward incident, you actually are a little safer on that perspective. So wherever it's possible, depending upon the configuration of the truck or the bus, so we've just adopted that here. It's the initial reaction of because we have already given it to our customers for a year to run before we are introducing it in the market overall. It's been an exciting response from them, and you can even see one of the videos that we have where people are actually voicing how they actually experience that. So the drivers are liking it, the owners are liking it, and most of all, the host of other features like the advanced telematics, which is fully embedded in it. The My Eicher app, which we have been running it for since 2020 for the last 5 years now. So that has been configured for ProX, and also lots of inputs which have gone into that based upon the customer requirements. So they are quite exciting, and this segment itself is quite exciting. So this is a 2 to 3.5 ton segment, which is more than 3.3 lakh vehicles in a year. And Eicher is entering today in a big way into this segment, covering 2 fuel types now. So diesel today, and earlier we had already introduced the all-electric. So going by the responses so far, we are quite excited about it.
While Mr. Gill and Mr. Chaudhary explain the features of the products, there is more to the philosophy behind this product range. And telling us more about this is Bhagwan Bindiganavile. Here's our interaction with Bhagwan at the launch event. Bhagwan, one more exciting launch. How important is ProX in the Eicher scheme of things?
Very important. So first of all, what we're standing in front of is an Eicher, right? It comes from a brand with a storied pedigree, comes from 4 decades of delivering to customers modernization. The well-earned moniker of Mileage Ka Badshah, the heritage of being a leader in the light and medium duty space, and translating it into now the small commercial vehicle segment. So the starting point for us is, of course, that this product is true to Eicher. We have spoken about Nai Soch, Naye Raste, how Eicher has been in the context of a modernizing economy, truly partnering with our customers to evolve, so to speak, transportation. And I would say that this product, the Eicher ProX, has taken it a step further, because we say that we've co-developed it with customers. We listen to customers who operate in cities, in tight roads, difficult conditions. We heard them and we understood how the current solutions are underserving their requirements. And what we have done with the product here and tested over the last 2 years is to make sure that what we deliver to them stands for that. Now, on the Eicher range, you know that we started with the Eicher Pro range, professionalizing, profit maximization. Pro stands for a lot behind it, right? So 12 years ago, 13 years ago, we started with a journey of what we call the Eicher Pro, which is now actually our entire series. Now the Eicher ProX then fulfills the core objectives of the Eicher brand, which is to partner with customers and deliver to them a modern solution that's relevant for them. It partners with them in a professional sense, recognizes their expertise, and that's where the X comes from, right? So what we are saying is that customers in this space know how to kind of execute quick commerce, e-commerce, last mile delivery, refrigerated, you name it, right? Medicine transport. So what we have here is a solution that meets the needs of customers. I mean, I've driven this myself extensively, and I must say it's a pleasure. It's like a car which makes sense for somebody delivering stuff in a city, backing out of tight areas. You don't want to have unproductive space that you're kind of trying to move and maneuver around.
But there's been a lot of focus, with cost rising, the vehicle cost is going up, your diesel prices have been on the higher side. A whole lot of the operating cost on the whole has gone up. How important is this product in terms of giving a good ROI?
It's a very good question, and we talk to customers regularly and are fully humbled by the challenges that they have faced in the past few years. As you rightly pointed out, a lot has changed, whether it be new emission standards, new motor vehicle rules, conformity with that, whether it be, as you rightly pointed out, the cost of steel, which has gone up and down, and all of these things. However, I think there's one promise that Eicher and then the Eicher ProX makes to customers, and that is that we always offer the best total cost of operations. And what we have seen now is that when I started in this industry, the cost of the asset was the most important thing that customers cared for. Today, if I look at it, it is the cost of fuel, which is probably the most significant factor, right? And there, I mean, who better to go with than Mileage Ka Badshah, right? It is the cost of how much can you kind of drive, and with the maneuverability that this vehicle offers, it's better than many big MUVs in the market. So you have a truck that can do city work, for instance, or near city work, with all the flexibility, the capabilities. You heard about the cabin, how it's built around the driver. So this is obviously a solution for them. So if you look at the top cost today for a transporter, the Eicher ProX offers the best answers to each of them. And that's what is our promise to customers, that when they look at the total cost of operating and delivering a package per kilometer, whatever you choose, you will find that this comes out miles ahead.
While the products were on display right from the start, Mr. Gill and Mr. Chaudhary explained the features and deliverables in detail. And this is what they had to say, starting with Mr. Gill.
Good morning to all of you. It's so nice to be here today. We are very happy and glad to introduce our new baby, which is the ProX small commercial vehicle in the diesel variant. Let me share with you that it's been a pretty long journey. I mean, we are introducing and entering into a new segment after 2 decades. The last time when we introduced any absolutely new range was more than 20 years ago. And today we are introducing and entering into a small commercial vehicle segment, which is as large as 330,000 units get sold every year in this particular segment. And we had introduced about 7 months ago the all-electric version of this ProX series. So what is this ProX series? My colleague Abhishek Chaudhary would detail it out, but let me share with you the concept and the philosophy that has gone behind creating this new range. So this has been co-created with the customers who have actually been operating in this segment for last 30 plus years, the small truck segment, and they helped give inputs to our engineers, to our R&D people, as to what kind of a truck to be made, what kind of a driveline, what kind of an engine to be made, what kind of a cabin to be made, because that's where they live. 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours. And that's the reason why for so many years they have been working together with our engineers and bringing out an all new product that you can see out here. So they wanted long cargo body, for example, that can we carry more cartons, can we carry more crates for the fruits, can we carry something more voluminous like in e-commerce segment, so that volume matters in this particular segment. So we created the longest cargo space vehicle, 395 cubic feet. If you see the container in the vehicle, blue vehicle that you can see with the container out here. So that is an industry first by itself. There are many other industry firsts, but Eicher is known for being Mileage Ka Badshah. So over 38 years of that leadership, where we are number 1 in fuel efficiency in the country. So same way, the same legacy we have continued and come up with an all new engine as well. My colleague will share more details about that engine, and that engine being fuel efficient is one thing. We have also embedded a lot of digital features which help the customers, be it the driver or the owner, to continuously improve fuel efficiency, to continuously drive the way the person should drive it more fuel efficiently, more safely, more comfortably also. So, and there are a host of other things that we have embedded into this related to safety and comfort. you should see the vehicle yourself to really understand all those features, right from the complete walkthrough cabin to very easily visible. So when a person like this is driving the small truck in the very tight lanes, first of all, it has very small turning cycle radius of 5.2 meters only. However, it also is very easily visible. There is no bonnet ahead. It's very easily visible to see any two-wheeler, any three-wheeler, any pedestrian walking around, which normally you have to do estimates. So there are many more industry first features that we have introduced out here. I am very glad to also share with you that we have established that in one of our new plants. So we have multiple plants of VE commercial vehicles in India, where we make trucks, buses, bus bodies, including for the Eicher brand as far as for the Volvo bus brand. We also make engine plants. We have engines that we export outside India. We have been exporting since 2013 to the Volvo Group requirements. Today they are running in over 41 countries today. So out of all those plants, and we started one new plant about 5 years ago in Bhopal. And now for the small commercial vehicles, we have set up a dedicated new line. And the unique thing about that is it is being run by all women in that assembly line. So that entire line, right from production in charge to all the operators out there at different stations to quality people, all those people are women, and we are very proud of that because that is one of our steps in line with our vision towards inclusivity.
Abhishek Chaudhary further explained the features and applications of the product range, and here are excerpts of the presentation.
Now, our tagline, if you must have seen in the initial two presentations, expert hai to possible hai. What does that mean? Now, this is the product which is made with the expert, for the expert, and by the expert. It acknowledges our customers who are ultimately going to use this vehicle. They are the experts. They have taught us what has to be there in the vehicle. It has been co-created with them, and it unlocks a lot of possibility for their business prosperity, which we are going to share in future. We have just not come up with the product like this. Rigorous training, rigorous market research, and rigorous customer psyche. More than 5,000 customers have been heard, a lot of customer clinics, and the vehicle which you see on my left has run more than 10 lakh kilometers at the customer place before the final product has come out in this shape. It's running pan-India across different geographies, different terrains, different market conditions. So we have the right feedback from every application that we are into. When a customer decides to buy a vehicle, what goes in his mind? The first thing which goes in his mind is that it should be comfortable, because a customer is spending more than 8 to 10 hours or sometimes 12 to 14 hours in the vehicle. Should be comfortable. It should give mileage, because the operation is very expensive. He has to make money from the operation. It should be comfortable in driving in any kind of conditions. In India, we create a lot of difficulty within the towns. If you go down south Bombay, yes, it is the most happening thing, but difficult to maneuver inside those places. And more important, it should be on the road. Uptime is the most critical thing which goes in the mind of the customer. So lesser trip to workshop, these are the things which has gone in the mind of the customers. The feedback being taken, and we have incorporated all those feedbacks while making this product as a final.
Meanwhile, Mr. Gill and Mr. Chaudhary also unveiled the new engine built specially for this segment of vehicles to give the performance to the customers and also retain the tag of Mileage Ka Badshah. Continuing this presentation, Abhishek further explained the salient features of the new engine and the products.
It offers best-in-class fuel efficiency, because that is the most important thing which our customer who's running his operations is looking at. This is an engine which is 4-cylinder and a 2-liter engine, and generates an optimum power of 80 HP with a very good torque of 230 Newton meters. And most interestingly, first time in the industry, a longest service interval of 30,000 kilometers. This is the industry best feature that we are introducing, because it's our commitment to our customers. Your vehicle should be more on the road than should be visiting to the workshops. It comes with a very small feature of fuel coaching, which interacts with our drivers to tell them which gear to drive with, so that the efficiency improves. Industry first M booster, which was introduced by Eicher about a decade back. This integrates how to run the vehicle when it is in an empty conditions. We are not talking about the heart of the vehicle, we are talking about the driver also, because a driver is spending about 8 to 10 hours or sometimes 14 hours also in the vehicle. So what you see from the front end, from the top end, is the cabin. It is one of the most safest cabin that is available in the industry. It's fully metallic. The driver is secure and safe inside the cabin. It's a walk-through cabin. Walk-through means a driver can easily move around the vehicle while running the vehicle, as well as if he's stuck up somewhere, the driving side is not yet opening, he can move out of the vehicle from the other side. A comfortable seat which does not have an obstruction. A driver, once he's loading and unloading, gives the opportunity that he can take care of the vehicle while being inside the vehicle and even take small rest. A red color seat belt, very easily said, pakade jane se behtar hai pakad ke rehna. So if you are inside the seat belt, it's you are safe, no cop will catch you, no cop will fine you. Fabric which is comfortable. Visibility, it's most important. When you are on the road, the vehicle should be seeing more on the road. It's about 210 degrees which you can see from the roads. So the road and any kind of obstruction which is there, it's far more visible. So we have designed the cabin for the requirement which is there, because you are not running inside the vehicle, town also, but you are running for intra-city applications also. As I said about the cabin, you see there is a pendulum test. It talks about the safety of the vehicle. Why it is important? Because for us, the passenger sitting inside, the person who is driving the vehicle, his safety is of prime importance. DRL, very small thing, a feature which comes in high-end cars, coming in a truck. It's a global norm, it's a safety norm which has been established, that if the vehicle is having a light and the person coming from the outside or the vehicle coming from the other side, the visibility is there, the vehicle is safe, the driver is safe. And I said about the seat belt, which is red in color, first time in the industry. Now we have divided the vehicle into three parts. It talks about the performance, talks about the safety, and it talks about the modern features. What does it talk about performance? It offers the highest cargo space to its customers, 395 CFT. That means you can carry same single vehicle for more trips. A new 4.9 X2 engine which delivers highest fuel efficiency and a longest service interval. I said almost once a year the vehicle comes to the workshop. Safety, I talked about the walk-through cabin. It comes in AC as an option. One of the vehicles which is standing over there, you can see the AC. Crash test certified and a very good turning radius, which is not available in very high-end cars also of 5.2 meters. Modern features. Today is the world of digital. You cannot have anything which is not digitally connected. So vehicle is not digitally connected. It is FOTA, firm over the air. You do not need to come bring your vehicles to the workshop for any kind of software which is being updated in our vehicle. The vehicle can be parked anywhere in the country, and any kind of software which we push, the vehicle will take those software updates. Just like your phones, the phones which we use today. The remote immobilizer, very unique feature that we have come up with for our customers. Just in case the vehicle is not with them, any kind of mishappening happens, the vehicle can be immobilized and the vehicle cannot be running. It's one of the unique features that we've introduced in the small commercial vehicle space. Infotainment, DSMS, ADAS one level feature, is a driver state monitoring system. It talks about the tail as well as driver behavior inside the vehicle. The driver is attentive, not attentive. That DSMS tells the driver or the person who is managing the vehicle from the outside that how the vehicle is being managed. These are the modern features which we've introduced small commercial vehicle, because we believe our customers and people who are going to buy this vehicle has to grow with prosperity in this business. One more important thing, this vehicle is specified for some applications only. We are not advising the customers or not even asking our customers to buy for it. These are the 5 applications that we are going to focus on. It's parcel, fruits and vegetable, FMCG, cold chain and e-commerce. It's our resolve that our customers will be making more money in these applications when they use our vehicles, because we talk about the space, we talk about the service interval, we talk about this turning radius, which is crucial for our business operations. We are thinking about our customers. That's why we're giving highly and most built-up operations applications for our customers. The vehicle comes with the FSD, industry HFSD, anywhere company-built container which you see over here. It's a company-built container which, if customer wants, we can supply to our customers. Even a reefer vehicle, as per the need of the customers, as per their business application, the vehicle can be supplied with. As said earlier by SSG, this is the most modern assembly line for a commercial vehicle, run and operated by women. Two of them are sitting over here who are managing the assembly line. So it's for our customers. These are the women, and the crafts you can see over there. It's absolute finished product which has come up from the assembly line. We did not stop over the product. We wanted our customers to have a differentiated experience. So what we have done, we have created a separate setup for our dealers, for our customers. It's a separate showroom for our customers. A separate 24/7 support to our customers. A dedicated workshop. And since the vehicle is going to be intra-city and congested road, our service on two wheels is also available on this vehicle. So we have a separate service team also to support this vehicle. More than we had an opportunity of extending existing service, but we wanted our customers to have a differentiated experience. That's why we went for an absolutely new service network and sales network for a ProX. Just to summarize, it offers best-in-class fuel efficiency, a longest service interval of 30,000 kilometers, and a very long service loading area of 10.8, that is 395 CFT. Needs which customer want in their business for them, making it more prosperous and more beneficial.
With e-commerce and other similar segments growing at a fast pace and at the same time spreading deeper into the Indian terrain, the demand for this segment of vehicles is only likely to grow. Also, with states like Delhi imposing stiff entry restrictions, there can be a shift in buying patterns towards newer vehicles. And the one factor that will stand out for any truck purchaser across segments is fuel average. Can Eicher live up to its tag of Mileage Ka Badshah? We'll keep an eye on that. You have been watching Trans India, real people, real emotions. We will be back again next week with another interesting episode. Until next week, stay safe and drive safe. Jai Hind.